Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Nicole Gordon-Recht, and I am the education consultant with Lightworks Communication Systems. Thank you so much for being here for our BenQ webinar. Today we're going to learn how to engage and educate students everywhere with the ultimate healthy hybrid classrooms. Many of you know BenQ as a provider of interactive flat panel displays. We're a huge fan of the BenQ line here at Lightworks, and we're very excited to have Nadine and Jordan here with us today.
Welcome everyone. I'm Nadine with BenQ, and I'm extremely excited about the opportunity to talk to you about healthy hybrid learning today. Usually whoever of you guys know me knows that I'm a people person. I just love seeing people, interacting with people. But if this is what's happening now, if this is the next new generation of doing virtual things, so let it be. Just to give everyone a little introduction to BenQ, we are a world-leading technology and professional solutions provider serving the enterprise, education, and entertainment markets. Our solutions include digital, laser, and interactive projectors, interactive flat panels, and large format displays that take visual enjoyment to new heights in classrooms and lecture halls. As a leader in educational technologies, we understand the need to provide educators with information that's going to assist you and maximize the use of your existing technologies and ecosystems. In this webinar, you will learn how to harness the best of both worlds through BenQ. We'll also cover the easy ways you can incorporate innovative technology into your classrooms. Our field application engineers also provide training so everyone is familiar with all the features the BenQ boards have to offer and feel comfortable using them with their existing lesson plans and systems. This webinar is collaborative. We want to hear from you and keep you engaged. So make sure to write your questions down in the chat box. We'll address questions during the Q&A session following each of our 2 demos. At the end of the session, we're going to randomly select 3 lucky winners to receive an Amazon gift card. So be sure to stick around until the end to be entered in our raffle. I'm going to turn it over to Ryan. Actually, Ryan is our engineer. So I'm going to turn it over to Ryan at the BenQ studio in Dallas, Texas, to talk to you about all what BenQ has to offer and the boards and how to create a healthy hybrid learning environment. And then we will have a Q&A. So be sure to enter your questions into the chat and we'll get to them after the demo.
Thank you very much for that introduction. I'm Ryan. I'm a field application engineer with BenQ America. My main role with BenQ here is to explain how our products work. And today we will be going over what exactly a hybrid classroom is, why it's important, and how you can take advantage of this new way of thinking to prepare your classroom for the future during these uncertain and ever-changing times. Let's start with the obvious question first. What exactly is the hybrid classroom? When we think of hybrid, you think of cars that are able to run on gas or electricity. These vehicles are able to offer efficiency of running on electricity while offering the flexibility and convenience of also being able to run on gas when you need it. Similar, the hybrid classroom model we will be discussing is based on the research that Dr. Reyes published in Computers and Education earlier this year. It addresses the need for both in-person learning and remote learning in the classroom without sacrificing the quality of education for either group. Hybrid classroom extends that same concept of flexibility to the classroom, providing a seamless experience whether students are in the classroom or learning remotely from home. And with ever-changing environment that we're in, now more than ever, it's important to offer students stability and reliability in their lessons. So the approach that Dr. Reyes used can be adapted to most current classrooms with some modifications that will make it easier to implement and relatively inexpensive whenever you use BenQ classroom technology. All right, so now there's 2 main ways that we can accomplish this with BenQ. The first is with screen mirroring to show our interactive flat panel both locally and remotely learning students. This is great if we want to share whiteboard content, allow local and remote students to collaborate, while also being able to share the teacher's computer screen. Let's take a look. All right, so now I've connected my phone to the board itself, and you can see everything that happens on the board happens on my phone right away. So that's one way to actually share the BenQ board back to a device remotely. So the second way is with screen casting, which allows us to control our PC, Chromebook, or Apple laptop from the touchscreen without all the cables or hassles. Let me show you this method. So now, that quick and easy, I was able to actually open up a PowerPoint from my PC and put it onto the BenQ board. Also, I'm able to interact with the slides themselves and even edit the slides right away on the board that's saved back on my PC. So that quick and easy to use it. And the great thing about both of those methods is they can be used with any video conferencing platform and any computer operating system. Zoom, Google Meets, Teams, this setup works with all of them. BenQ, we believe in an open source cloud-based platform. We believe the teacher knows the best way to reach their students. We've designed our products with that in mind. So now we have our students taken care of, whether they're in the classroom or learning from home or a revolving, changing combination of both. But what about our teachers? What happens if a room is closed for remodeling? Or it's running behind due to scheduling issues? What if an entire wing of school needs to be temporarily closed for a deep clean? Well, BenQ has the answer for that too. Using our proprietary NFC login technology, you can log into any BenQ board on campus with one easy swipe. Now, teachers don't have to fight for a particular board in a room, changing settings. You can actually see that this automatically pulled up my personal wallpaper, my pinned apps and widgets, even bookmarks, right to this board. And you can log into any board on campus with that one-touch swipe. So another thing that you get with this login is your cloud services. Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, they all follow you around. Now you don't have to sit there fumbling with USBs and forgotten passwords. And so now, as you can see, I have immediate access to my Google Drives. So it's all available right at my fingertips. Another thing is safety. Safety is absolutely paramount at BenQ, and our product design reflects that. Every RP series board, like this one, is infused with an antimicrobial Ionic silver coating, which kills up to 99% of germs and helps provide an extra layer of protection to both teachers and students. And not only can I open my cloud files, I can also provide a collaborative whiteboard space that allows students in both the classroom and remote to interact with the same whiteboard space. We're only a few easy clicks away from providing a whiteboard that is easy to access from anywhere. So let me grab my phone again. I'm going to open up our Easy Write software, and then I'm going to invite you to my room. So I just take out my phone, scan the code, type my name in, and hit join. And that quick and easy, I was able to join my phone with what's happening on this board. So if I start writing and annotating here, it literally shows up on your phone right away. And you can have this on any browser and interact with the teacher. But guess what? The teacher has to come over here, tap the co-creation mode, and now it enables me from my mobile device to actually write on the board. There we go. That quick and easy to have a full collaboration environment from the BenQ board. Lastly, I'd like to share with you one important feature. Now we realize that some of you have been working with previous generation boards from other manufacturers, and you've invested a lot of time into your smart notebooks and your active inspired lessons. And that's okay. You can absolutely bring those with you. Our open source platform allows you to keep using those lessons seamlessly with your BenQ board. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to open up InstaShare. Since I have my PC connected, I can actually go to my PC, open it up, and let me find, where's my smart notebook? There we go. So this is my smart notebook. So I've literally turned the board into a smart notebook, and it lets me interact with it just like if I was had a smart board up here. And do this very basic lesson here, and boom, good to go. So it's that quick and easy to just turn this board into a smart notebook, Active Inspire, whatever you want to put on here. All right, let me close that out. Yeah, not only does this work with Smart Notebook and all of them, but your BenQ board is also designed that works with any program that you put on your computer. Because as you can see, whatever was on my computer, you can put on the board and still control your computer back. So that's BenQ's solution for the hybrid classroom. Students receive a seamless learning experience, whether in class or at home, and teachers have the flexibility to be able to teach from any class on campus and access their cloud storage with one swipe. So thank you so much for your time. With that, let's open it for questions.
Thank you, Ryan. I know that was a lot of information that we just covered, but in a nutshell, I can proudly say that we are the only antimicrobial interactive board certified in the market. Each BenQ panel is certified against two major types of bacteria, which are the E. coli and the Staphylococcus. Both are considered two major bacteria that represent a significant threat to public health. While we didn't get the chance to test our boards yet on the COVID-19 thing, I'm sure that our Ionic silver coating won't treat it any different from the other dangerous bacteria that it fights. I will be adding in the chat box in here our International Antimicrobial Certificate with the science explanation behind it, just for your records. So, if you have any questions about how BenQ boards can keep students and teachers healthy and engaged, just type them into the chat as we begin our Q&A.
What we are going to show you today is technology based off of feedback from one of the most prestigious private schools in the world. That private school is Oxford. So they are actually using our board for hybrid technology for healthy learning. We do all know about how interactivity has been shown through research to raise classrooms, small group, nearly every educational environment's test scores. But even before COVID-19's outbreak, BenQ has been focusing on making their technology in the classroom healthier for teachers and students. So here's a few new technologies that are now available for the classroom to help make it healthier. First one huge advantage of interactive touchscreen displays over traditional smart or Promethean interactive whiteboards or interactive projectors is that you can use your fingers to draw on the board directly. So that means that you don't have to worry about losing your pens or carrying quadruple A batteries around with you and run around making sure that the teachers can just simply write on their board. So that's what's built into this board here. It's great. At the request of a number of health directors a few years ago, BenQ, we took our medical grade antimicrobial coating and integrated them onto the glass of the panel here. So just like a nurse's cart or surgical light, BenQ board has the same silver Ionic coating that goes through the same government tests that Europe's TUV and Japan's SIAA agencies perform that help reduce the spread of germs on the actual glass. So today, each BenQ board has been tested, certified against 5 different pathogens, including the gross stuff like E. coli. This is a new and exciting development that offers schools the same technology that is offered in hospitals to protect students and teachers. The coating is actually baked onto the display, so you don't see it. One other thing that's really important that you can't see is the technology designed to protect teachers and students' eyes from long-term exposure to long-term blue light exposure to their eyes. So just Google blue light damage, and you can understand why every iPhone has night shift and why gamers buy yellow tinted glasses to protect their eyes from excessive blue light exposure. That's on this board. What's cool about this is that we use 3 proximity sensors. 1, 2, 3. These 3 sensors are designed to detect human body heat, not just movement. The long range sensor here in the middle can detect you walking into the room up to 16 feet away and automatically wake up the screen for you. So it saves a little bit of extra time. The PR sensors automatically reduce the amount of blue light as someone approaches up to the panel, and also has a mode where you can keep the low blue light on all the time or turn it off depending on your preference. You can make it your own. Another cool thing we do to protect your eyes is we built in a flicker-free backlight. Right there is a big difference between a purpose-built screen like the BenQ board and all those other displays that are trying to just sell you a panel at the lowest cost possible and move boxes. So this technology helps reduce eye fatigue over long periods of time and is part of every professional gaming and photography monitor that we manufacture. So we got germ protection technology on the screen, eye protection in the display. What else can you do? How about the air you're breathing in the classroom? All right, next to the proximity sensor here, we have a CO2 sensor. It's really cool. What we learned from research is educators around the world and scientists that the more CO2 in a classroom, the harder it is for students to focus and easier for them to become drowsy. It can notify the teacher to open up a door or a window just to address the problem. One other sensor we put in here, maybe overkill, but we put in a dust and air pollution sensor integrated into the panel. So for areas like Southwest or urban areas, if there might be smoke or pollutants or other environmental contaminants, you can see how clean the air is in your classroom right there. Really, really cool. The next post-COVID-19 challenge is how do we ensure that the remote students have the same experience in the classroom students have? The BenQ has learned a lot this last year, so we put some new technology in BenQ board for 2021. When we first developed cloud collaboration, it's free to school districts from having to open up their network. It's right here, built in. So cloud collaboration allows any student from any network to interact with a panel in real time. But what we found out is that teachers naturally move around the classroom, they talk and walk around. So go to the side, go to the back, go to the front, we're all over the place. So students need to hear the teacher, very, very important. So some touch displays out there don't even have microphones built in and rely on external microphones, more money out. So BenQ board here, this RPO2 has the most sophisticated array microphone technology ever used in a classroom display right here. All right, so before you ask the question, what's an array microphone? If you're in a Fortune 500 company, your executive boardroom, almost all of them have these. They're equipped with array microphones. They can pick up your voice from anywhere in the room. They can cancel out background noise. They can process the audio, so it's nice and clean and clear so everybody can hear it. At BenQ, we have integrated not 2 or 3, but 8 array microphones into the board, so the teacher can move up to 15 feet away from the board, talk with a normal voice like I'm doing here, and have the students in the classroom hear them just as clearly as they would if they were there. So it uses the same sophisticated noise cancellation technology and audio processing like Apple AirPods do to keep students focused on what the teacher's saying, so it comes through nice and clear. That's a perfect match for cloud collaboration, and it can be funneled into any video conferencing system through the audio outs on the board or directly out of the board here. When we designed the new board, we wanted to keep the things people loved about it at the same time adding new elements that continue to enhance learning. For example, our NFC reader makes it incredibly fast for teacher to pull up their custom settings, their Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive with the swipe of a card, and now allows IT teachers to manage large numbers of accounts through tools like Active Directory. So when a teacher needs a substitute for today, the IT manager can create a card under that group and they can access everything right away. There it goes. This is very helpful for schools who are trying to reduce spread COVID by having teachers move from classroom to classroom and students stay put. They can easily bring their personalized board settings with them with each individual swipe login with our NFC technology. It's just like how you use your Apple Pay on your phone. One other thing that we kept that teachers love is our pin tray, believe it or not. Nice little pin tray here. It may seem like a small thing until you realize that more than half a dozen models don't even come with a pin tray. Teachers can put pins, whatever you want on here, just like an old school chalkboard. So that's what you're used to. It's under whiteboards also. But what's underneath this pin tray right here is even better. We have redesigned the sound system to make it even better sound dispersion in the room, but also included a subwoofer to ensure that every student can hear wherever they're sitting. So this eliminates the need to purchase expensive and difficult to install third-party audio systems. So this is quite possibly the world's healthiest, simplest interactive classroom display. There's a lot of features you'll love just as you begin to use it. For example, we use the latest Android 8 operating system combined with new touch sensors and fast microprocessors that allow the board to respond immediately to your writing. The BenQ board is also made with zero bonding. So what that means is that there's no gap between the glass and the touch sensor. So it looks like you're actually writing on the board itself. Really, really cool. And if you're connecting a MacBook, you'll appreciate the new USB-C port right here. So you don't have to search for crazy adapters, because that's a Mac thing, you know. Bottom line, this is non-proprietary. BenQ board is designed for healthy, safe, productive learning ecosystem on virtually any education software, including Google, Promethean, Smart, even Microsoft, Apple, you name it. So any software application that your teachers demand to meet their need, this can support. So you pair that with the cloud collaboration and array microphones, and you can keep your remote students fully engaged with the lesson. So, you know, here at BenQ, we think that you're going to find these new technologies appealing to keep your students healthy and engaged, you know, whether they're in the classroom or they're at home remote. So that is a little brief of the new additions to our RPO2 line. This does have a whole bunch more things you can do for it, but that is your healthy classroom contributions that we made to the board. And I think that they're really, really cool. And I hope that you think they're really cool also. Yeah, that's it. I think we're going to go to a quick Q&A session.
There are so many amazing features on the RPO2. It's hard to fit them all into one demo, but I need to tell you and emphasize on this. BenQ boards are considered elite boards with elite features, very high end, unlike the competition available in the market. Hence, the antimicrobial, the CO2 sensor, the dust sensor, the PRI sensors, 8 array microphones with 2 16-watt front-facing speakers, and a subwoofer. Also, we have a Type-C USB that you can do power, charge, and audio, and just to name a few. And on top of that, our boards come with free account management system, a device management system where IT admin can manage all the boards and control them remotely. We also offer a free digital signage software, and all the three softwares are free and without any licensing fees, no membership fees, nothing. I'm going to add into the chat box in here also our product reference guide that includes our new RPO2 series features. Now I see a lot of questions in here. I hope Ryan can be unmuted so we can all, I answered a couple of them, but maybe Ryan can help in answering quicker in a more engineering language way. Ryan, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So Ryan, I had a question about that I want you to answer. So Doug asked, can Ryan explain how the customer would set up wireless between the board and the customer's network? Basically, that's going to be the InstaShare, correct?
Yeah, so all you have to do is be on the same Wi-Fi network, and then there's some basic setup that needs to be done on the network side. It's extremely basic, and typically you can connect right away. Like you see your device on the board, and then you can hit, you can tap the device to make it broadcast onto the board itself, and then you can have, all the students in different groups, like red group, green group, all be displaying 4 different devices at once, even with InstaShare screen splitting.
Awesome. I have Paul, he's asking, how can blue light or backlight or other eye strain reduction technology evolve further, or do we have all blue light protection we need at present?
Well, it's an interesting question, a good one too. We have a certification with TUV Rheinland in Germany saying that we have it set for low blue light right now. Like I was saying before, we borrowed it from our monitor line. And if you've ever used something with low blue light, like a large display, you can tell the difference after about 30 minutes that your eyes are not all worn out. Like we have BenQ monitors right in front of me, and I can just sit here all day long, and it doesn't hurt my eyes, doesn't strain it, there's no flickering. And to your point, or to your question of, do we need anything more? Honestly, right now, I don't think so, unless they come out with like a big leap in technology later on. These are certified and they work very, very well. And that's the reason our monitor line with COVID went through the roof in the past couple of months, because everybody knew that they're going to have to be at home in these low lights. all day long. So it's working right now. I don't see any reason to increase in the future. But if there is something, we're the kind of company that always adds something extra if it's out there to our devices for safety.
Perfect. We also have Jesus in here. We have Miracle for Christmas. Jesus have a question. Our school has a federated network and they tend to block AirPlay ports and casting ports. Do you have a work around that?
Yeah, so there's a way that you can actually take your network and set it up to do some filtering. It's a pretty big answer, but we can see what kind of technology they have in place for the access points. And there's always some way in the controller to change that to where you can add, or you can allow certain things to go through. But we'll just have to get the specifics on that setup to show you how to do it. We also have some security on our InstaShare where basically you have to input a 6-digit number into InstaShare to be able to even find that board. And there's no way that you can actually cast to it without that. So there's that. And then on top of all that, we have the availability to confirm before mirroring. So you literally have to be directly in front of the board and then hit allow whenever the device pops up to try to share. So there's a few different ways to stop it, and there's a few different ways to actually allow things through.
Perfect. I have Doug saying, asking about the wireless. Thanks for your answer regarding the wireless. If the client is unable to install a wired network connection to the BenQ board, is there a wireless dongle, which is the WDC20? You want to talk about it?
Well, this one, I think I know what you're talking about, Doug, because you can actually turn the board into a hotspot to directly mirror directly to the board without using a network. It just creates its own little one. So that's another option to use.
Perfect. What other questions do we have in here? I'm trying to send the certificate of the antimicrobial feature, also the specs of our boards. Let me try to, but I can't attach. Nicole, do you think we can send any attachments in the chat, or maybe we can email it to the attendee list if we have their email addresses?
Yes, we can email the attendees, but we cannot attach anything because it's not actually a chat, it's a Q&A.
Okay, perfect. So then we will email for your information and records, the certificate, how it works, all the features of the board. We have 2 lines of the boards. We have the RPO2, which is the antimicrobial, and it's very crucial now because what's happening with COVID, you don't want to touch anywhere unless it's really safe. So it's really important for teachers, for all the users, for their safety. I have John asking a question. Does the touch capability work with Mac OS?
Yes, it does.
Ryan?
Yep, works just the same, very quick.
Perfect, yes. So like we mentioned, we are agnostic. The board is open platform, so you can use anything you want, any source you want, even if you have existing lesson plans, if you have smart boards, notebooks, anything you want, you can simply stream it from your device to the board with touch. So your board, your huge board, becomes your laptop. So that's why you don't need an extra PC. You don't need to pay an extra $1,000 for the PC where it's going to be a workstation. But you can use your laptop, stream to the board, and touch the board, touch your laptop from the board, if we can say that. I don't see any other questions. Is there any other questions that I didn't cover today? Jesus answered the hotspot is a good workaround for us. Perfect. So I'm going to type in the chat box my email address and my phone number. So in case you guys are interested to reach out to me, I can help you out with demo. I can do live demo. I can do remote virtual demos. We can We can do anything you guys want to see the board, send you a demo unit for it, and send you special pricing, of course, through Lightworks. Lightworks is one of my favorite and best partners. They have special pricing, they have extra warranty, they have a lot of what do you call it, privileges from BenQ. We work so closely together. So I'm gonna go ahead and write my email address in here. Feel free, please, to send me anything you need, and that's my phone number. Okay, let me see quickly if I have any. I have my Corona asking, where can I sign up to be a teacher? Well, you need to do your master's first, and then you can teach. Funny question, Mike. I know you. Okay, I think that's it for now. Nicole, can we do the raffle for 3 prizes of $25 Amazon gift cards? We're going to be emailing it to you, to the winners, to your email addresses.
Yes, excellent. What I would love, Nadine, is if you could, since we have 24 attendees, if you could possibly please pick a number between 1 and 24.
Okay, I'm not looking. My favorite number in life, I'm born on 7/7, so my favorite number is 7. Let's see.
Number 7 is Elizabeth Cray. Elizabeth Cray, you are the winner of a $25 Amazon gift card. You are one of 3 winners, so we have 2 more to give out. Elizabeth, we have your email address per the sign up. So you will be hearing from us, and we will be sending you a digital Amazon gift card.
Perfect. Congratulations, Elizabeth, and thank you for attending.
Okay, if you could pick another number between.
How about David picks another number?
David.
Wow, okay. Twice as lucky as 7. Let's go with 14.
Okay, number 14. We have Jim Yoder.
I like this last name.
Congratulations, Jim Yoder.
Thank you for attending, and congratulations on winning $25 gift cards from both of us, BenQ and Lightworks. How about you pick the third?
Okay, I will pick number 20. Number 20 is Regina Galbic. Regina
Yay.
Galbic.
Perfect. Congratulations for all the 3 of you guys, and I wish we could do more, but definitely next time we can do more, and hopefully we get to hear from you guys, and and yeah. What else do you have? I have so much funny chats that I'm receiving, so I wish I can share with you guys. Okay, well, I think that's it from me. If nobody else have any other questions, thank you for joining us. Please be safe, stay healthy, and let's conquer this virus and keep going with the work and with all the stuff that we can do to make our life better. Do you have anything to say, Nicole or David?
We want to thank you so much for being here. This was excellent, so informative. Please do continue to check our social media as well as our website for upcoming webinars and opportunities to learn more about various solutions from BenQ. We love holding these webinars. We always have giveaways, and we thank our participants and panelists so much for being here. Thank you again, Nadine. This was excellent. And thank you again to Ryan Hood for those wonderful demonstrations. And congratulations again to our winners, Elizabeth, Jim, and Regina. Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And always, I want to thank my team because I can't do it without them. My marketing team, Ryan, one of our best engineers we have. So thank you always for your support, and we're here for you guys. So stay safe and have a good rest of the day.